another monsoon day in Los Angeles. I'm Chris Black, coming to you live from a puddle in West Hollywood. On the line, I have my co-host.
I haven't been to the puddle yet. Is it good?
It's Thursdays are
It's
pretty
right
good.
next to Laurel.
Yeah, Thursdays are pretty good. My illustrious co-host, DJ Them Jeans, getting wet and wild over there in Glendale, I imagine.
Oh, it's not super wild. We just kind of, the days are spent looking out the window and waiting for a brief lapse in monsoon, so you could go out and walk the dog for 18 minutes. Then you run back inside. Mm-hmm. Of course, our heater doesn't work whenever it rains, so it's been a charming 63 degrees inside the house for the last week and a half.
Luckily, it's not that cold.
But you know me, Chris. I'm finicky. I don't have any meat on my bones, neither muscle nor fat. I am hippie, and that's something I live with. But that I do have so many bones, and they sort of react.
No, I know.
To this coldness so much.
Skeletor suffers in the cold more than someone like me, and I understand that. But I'm glad that you're able to kind of push through. I think we're nearing the end of this monstrosity. So I know you're going to keep making your broth.
Well, that reminds me, I need to make broth.
Hopefully the rain subsides. But I was just kind of.
We got a lot to cover here, motherfucker.
Well, I was reading about one of your kind of heroes. Kind of one of.
Don't.
Well, I mean, show me the lie. I mean, one of Orange County's best exports. We got Bad Religion.
Oh wow! I was not expecting you to talk about
the band
Punk's Bad Religion.
The band Lit. DJ Them Jeans, several skateboarders that I don't want to name. But Gwen is in a little hot water, and it's because she did an interview.
I mean, what is hot water if not broth? Honestly, it's strange. I was driving around Burbank. Yesterday, the Orange County, or the Anaheim of LA, I should say. And I threw on Tragic Kingdom on the Spotify just to kind of feel something.
Okay, well, the staff at Allure are clutching their pearls. I just found a tweet. Gwen Stefani got very honest after editor Jessica Marie Kalor asked about the 2008 backlash against the Harajuku Lovers collection. In my 6 years at Allure magazine, this might be the strangest celebrity interview we've ever published.
Oh, shit. I have a strong feeling it is. I would bet my life that it's not a strange interview.
I mean, she says, the quote is, this is Gwen Stefani, I said, my God, I'm Japanese. So it's a little, it's a little weird.
I think I'm Japanese, as in, like, I'm so invested mentally into this culture of being a Harajuku girl. What? Give it up. What? From the hoods of Japan, Harajuku girl. She's like, I'm so Harajuku because I went to Japan one time and Japanese chicks are cute that I'm basically Japanese now.
If people are going to criticize me for being a fan of something beautiful and sharing that, I just think that doesn't feel right. I think it was a beautiful time of creativity, a time of ping pong match between Harajuku culture and American culture.
Of all the games to play, we had to choose
that is an interesting
Asian-dominated racket sport. Come on,
yeah,
Glenn.
Okay,
she is from Orange County at the end of the day. Lacrosse
was on the table. This feels like Blake. this feels like Blake Shelton influence. Mm-hmm. It should be okay to be inspired by other cultures because
she's Blake pilled.
Like Stefani, I am not Japanese, but I am an Asian woman living in America, says the writer. which is very, very cool.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, it seems like Gwen, because she has a new beauty brand that you're gonna love the name of. It's called Give, but guess what the I is?
Don't tell me it's a Y.
It's an X. Even better.
No way.
That's right.
Wait, so the official spelling is GXVE?
That's right. All caps, of course.
I still have a lot of Ethereum tied up on my GXEE account. I can't get into the login. I can't withdraw at all.
But it's been, so it's a tough day for Gwen. I'm sure she's at the ranch. Hopefully she's taking it out on a bale of hay with a bow and arrow with Blake by her side. But I mean, she does sound quite stupid, but I also just think that, like, I guess there's no way to avoid talking about this because she's launching a new beauty brand, and her last beauty brand was called Harajuku Lovers. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's a little unavoidable. But Allure is really milking this cow. I'll tell you that. They're acting like she killed someone.
I mean, who else is gonna interview Gwen Stefani in 2023 other than Allure or like Mario Lopez for like a morning show or something like that.
Yeah, no, it's very ET.
Gwen Stefani honestly depresses me because she really was this poster person for like, I'm an individual, I'm punk rock, here's the ethos of that, of what I'm into. And then as soon as she gets that taste of fame, it's just like, cool, I'm abandoning all the musicians that helped me along the way.
I don't think it's been I think she was cool for longer than a lot of people would have been, considering the success.
I just don't like it when they really just like, here's my vibe.
Are you saying you don't like when motherfuckers switch up on you? You don't like
She switched it up on me, and it was a bummer because she really was a great role model for a lot of people. There's potential there, and then I also don't blame her. It's just the entertainment industry just chews you up, spits you out, and says, hey, you don't need that trumpet player in the band anymore, and hey, you don't even need that guitar player, that drummer, or that bass player anymore. You should just do this fucking terrible song with Eve.
To be honest, she doesn't need them, and it's like Maroon.
She did need it because there are a lot of really good no doubt songs. They have great percussion.
I
great
agree,
bass
but
lines,
let's look at the
great drum tones. Great fills.
I don't mean to go David Chomo, but let's look at the stats, because I bet those.
Well, yeah, of course.
The solo. I mean, I'm saying like, if it gets to a point where you're not getting along and you're the star, this is just bound to happen. Adam Levine is a really nice guy, and he lets those guys kind of stay along when he's in the lab.
Oh my God.
Cooking with Shellback or whoever is writing Maroon 5 songs.
Well,
now.
He doesn't need Maroon 5 to make money, but he needs them to be cool and relevant and interesting. Otherwise, you just become some kind of like AR creature that just. You have to host like talent shows until you fucking die.
I would rather listen to No Doubt, but I think her career exploded after she became Gwen Stefani and left No Doubt. So I think she made the right decision.
Sure.
But I feel for Tony.
She's got blood on her hands. She's got orange juice on her hands.
Does have orange juice. She's got cropped wife beaters and orange juice on her hands. There's no question.
Gwen, I know you listen.
Well,
you ratty bitch.
This wasn't something I was expecting to see today. That's for sure. But it's the news cycle will move on. I've of course removed No Doubt and Gwen Stefani from all of my Spotify and Apple Music playlists. I implore you to do the same, Jason. If I catch you streaming, because you remember when I walked in you playing Wordle during the New York Times strike and how that fared.
Well,
that wasn't great.
Chris, you said you wouldn't mention that after I did the special thing. No, make sure you go online and you stream old No Doubt songs, the ones where the musicians in the band may actually get a 1/9,000th of a penny per stream.
Well, I mean, look,
and don't go into some of the solo stuff. That being said, I will gladly go see her in Vegas.
Oh, Jason has been bringing up Vegas a lot because he's craving a Vegas trip, and it looks like we might have to do a How Long Gone pilgrimage to the desert with our friends at JSX. Mm-hmm. Just kind of post up and work on some material.
We're calling it a writer's trip.
Go see
really hunker down and get some pen on the pad.
Go see DJ Diplo live. Maybe I don't know, eat at Carbone or something crazy like that.
That'd be fun.
I don't know, and maybe do a little shopping. They have great shopping there.
Yeah, I've had my eye on a couple Hugo Boss pieces that I've seen in the windows over there at some of the shops. Actually, the Ralph Lauren store at the Polo or whatever, the Caesar's Palace.
I mean, no, the shopping in Vegas is world class.
They have a pretty good pull.
No,
the last time
the shopping in Las Vegas is world class, but it's not to be. There's so much to do. I think we should maybe go out to the desert and ride some ATVs or something. I want to do something a little. Not. I don't want to shoot machine guns at a tin can, but I do want to. Maybe ride an ATV or something that feels a little masculine. Feel like we're like in the desert.
You want to whip a couple shitties?
I want to whip a couple shitties. You already know that I will bust a crunchy in the sand. And how good would it be for the show if one of us broke our arm? That's great stuff. So I mean, there's nothing
or better.
Yeah, exactly.
TJ lost a leg.
I saw a video yesterday.
He's gonna beat this thing.
I saw Two Tone posted a video on his account yesterday of these two guys fighting, and they're like squaring up and they're fighting. They're going all around the parking lot, and then one guy falls on top of the other guy, and he's just like, "Bro, my arm's broken," and his arm is literally turned around to the other side. And it was just, it really, I can't get the mental image out of my head.
Have you ever seen that happen IRL? it's tough to watch.
No. I mean, I've seen it in a lot of like skateboarding content, like real,
that's true.
real injuries. But I don't love to see that.
Real injuries.
I'm a little bit of a pussy, as you know.
Chris does not have the stomach for a compound fracture.
I don't, and that's why I kind of stay off the gridiron, as well as any other contact sports, because I would rather be in the gym, working out, listening to J. Cole, thanks to the girl at the desk.
Well, let's talk about EmrAndre's in the news. You wanted to bring him up, perhaps?
Oh, yeah. So EmrAndre, comedian, and I feel like sort of a friend of the show. He has been spotted around town with America's Greatest Bachelorette, friend of the show, Emily Ratajkowski.
What say you, Chris? What are your first thoughts on this?
Well, I like to see that Emily is a cool chick who's able to look past, kind of regular beauty standards and kind of, look on the inside.
Dope.
I have never even cracked a smile at any EmrAndre material, but I could see him being a great date if you're looking to laugh.
I agree. Not a dull moment.
Yeah, exactly. So I kind of see how this is going to go. I mean, I think if they make it to 3 dates, we know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? But I think that I like that Ratajkowski is out here living her life and just kind of trying new stuff. Like I'm going to date Jack Greer, a guy that does graffiti. I'm going to date a fucking DJ no one's heard of. I'm going to date Brad Pitt. I'm going to date EmrAndre.
Wait, you just named me a graffiti artist and a DJ no one's ever heard of? I'm like, last time, no, we're just friends, Chris.
Well, and not only that, but she's also a fellow podcaster. So there's a lot in common. You have a lot of attractive qualities, but it seems like she's not banging your line.
So much to talk about at our first dinner.
No, that's true. You have yeah. Can you show me your black book, babe? I would love to see it.
But just because they're spotted doesn't mean that could just be.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's just Trevor Noahing.
Well, maybe he's working on her podcast. Maybe he's on the writing team of the podcast. But yeah, okay.
Or he's a guest.
Yeah, I mean, we don't go to. I guess we do go to dinner with our guests. I went out to dinner with Ryan O'Connell last night. So I mean, anything is possible. All right, we do have a guest today.
Okay, wonderful. And we're back. And since the beginning of this episode and the title has no guest listed, we did have a guest planned, and then she had a meeting at the same time and decided to not do our podcast.
Well, it's just like, oops, sorry. And it's like, yeah, it's not the end of the world, but if you agree to it, I have to ask a real question. If you agree to if you're an adult that like makes money and functions in society, if you have the aptitude to agree to a Google Calendar invite that has all the information for you to use, then you should be able to see that alert that comes 10 minutes before and know that you're going to have to do what you agreed to do. That's the part I don't understand.
Or if you have a meeting scheduled at noon and you have another meeting scheduled at noon and you know that in advance, maybe days or weeks in advance, then you would say, hey, just to let you know, I'm going to be running 20 minutes late because I'm in a meeting or whatever it is, versus just like nothing. But I mean, some people get to operate through life like that,
I don't know any of them though. I don't know people like that. I really don't. Like I know
some people there. It is an ignorance is bliss kind of thing of just like I was gonna do that, but then I didn't. Like LOL, whatever.
Yeah.
And the other people are just like, hey, well, I guess next time. Like,
well, in a great twist, there ain't shit we can do about it, so they win. I mean, that's the reality.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like, yeah, what are you going to do? But then, then it's, some people are like very, have a strong fear of being thought of as an unthoughtful person, an unkind person, a dick, somebody who is not respectful of somebody else.
Something that you don't have a fear of, but other
I don't
people
have a fear
might.
of that, but other people
might.
Real people do. And some people are just like, yeah, I don't care if I fuck that person over.
I mean,
who gives a shit?
I don't care because I want to talk about EmrAndre for another 20 minutes anyway, so it's not really.
We'll get into to E-Man. Yeah, I mean, I've been to his house a few times, had some sick parties.
Well, do you know his history of stick manning? Is there any notable conquests that we should be aware of that kind of
he's definitely tried to fuck my ex or some shit, while we were dating.
Well, yeah, no, of course, obviously that. I mean, obviously that.
He's definitely shot at Maru or some shit.
But he doesn't have there's no of note exes that the Hollywood types that we should
Not that I know
about.
of, no. Not that I know of.
Okay. So this is a little bit maybe out of his zone.
He's not like an Andrew Callahan level of stick manning.
I would like to say that the official Coachella lineup just dropped, Jason.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bro, but guess what?
Thank God our guest canceled.
Friday's Bad Bunny.
See, Bad Bunny. And David Cho said Blackpink was going to be on Friday. Dumbass David Cho.
Blackpink is on Saturday.
I know. He said it was Friday confidently.
I see.
Very confidently saying, "Oh no, they're confirmed for Friday, Jason."
So we're just going against. Okay, so we're just saying he got the day wrong, dumbass. That's what we're going. It's not about.
He was very much like correcting me, like, "Oh no, that's not going to happen because Blackpink is confirmed for Friday."
Don't worry, Jason. It looks like we are going to have to go on Sunday for the day. It's Bjork opening for Frank Ocean.
Okay, we gotta. The best part about it. At the very bottom, returning to the desert, Calvin Harris.
yes.
It's such a bummer because every Coachella lineup, like the last year, it was like, since this group is like old and nobody really cares about them except for like the agents at WME or wherever they're working at, because of some blood oath, like Swedish House Mafia has to perform like every single night at midnight. And they can't exist they can't live on the hierarchy of the band's lists. They have to live in their own category because nobody wants to tell them that like less people want to see you than like somebody in the second row.
I actually disagree with that completely. I think more people want to see Calvin Harris than almost everybody on this list, except maybe the headliners. Is the reality. If you're looking at who actually goes to Coachella.
Are you trying to fucking EDM me, bitch?
I mean, bro, do you really? I would rather see Calvin Harris than Muna. Like, let's be real.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, that's apples and oranges. You have to pick a similar, like Calvin Harris. So on Sunday, there's somebody named Fisher who's listed right after, like fifth billing. Guarantee Fisher will have a crowd twice the size of Calvin Harris.
Who is Fisher?
He's an Australian DJ. Just same thing as Calvin Harris, just like good looking white dude.
Oh, wait, is this the guy you told me about?
Australian guy.
But didn't he like start DJing late and he was like a normal bro?
He was like a professional surfer dude in Australia.
And then he was just like, I love partying.
He was like
so
a party
much.
guy. He was a party guy, and he would like, he had this thing called Follow the Fish where he'd like go to the beach and like prank surfers.
Yes.
And like get wasted.
Can you imagine?
But he's just, and he started coming to the club back in the day, and he would just be this legendary party guy. And then he's like, well, I'm already famous. I'll just start DJing. And now he's like one of the biggest DJs in the world.
It's pretty cool to be like, I like partying so much that I'm just going to become a DJ because that's the number one career where you can party for a living with no repercussions.
Yeah. I mean, literally, it's kind of part of the job.
Yeah, no,
and there's a staff of people to physically hold you up.
I'm impressed.
From falling on the floor.
But how do you feel about your queen, the legend Bjork, opening for known canceller Frank Ocean?
Canceller?
Well, I mean, he cancels shows. So do you think maybe they put Bjork because they know Frank Ocean's going to cancel and she can properly headline as she deserves?
Look, we got to start on the start. This episode just has to be about the Coachella lineup now. That is a great question, and I intend to answer that, but we need to start chronologically with Friday. Bad Bunny, of course, he could headline all days. He could be the only band that plays, and it's fine.
That's true.
I fucking hate the Gorillas.
Who likes Gorillas? It's honestly, I mean, obviously they're wildly popular. Like the stats are insane, but they're one of the least cool bands in eternity.
Anybody you know who has never taken a risk in their life love Gorillas.
No, you're right. It's a guy.
The Gorillas are never gonna let you astray. They're always gonna be like just like a nice groove. This is a groovy band. Check them out. And also cartoons. I love animation.
No, it's a guy that has 2 kids, a dog, an Audi Q3. Does pretty well, and like I love pour overs, man. I don't know, it's just different.
The only thing I like about the Gorillas is it's given Del the Funky Homo Sapien
the
a
goat,
great revenue
the goat,
stream.
Deltron 3030.
Because he really is, Deltron 3030. Even Chris Black gotta give it up for
Deltron
that
3030
record.
is a fucking classic. I banged that in the Acura Legend hard.
I would listen to that in the skate, like back when I would watch skate videos, and right when I first started smoking weed,
Totally.
that record came out, and I was like, yo, hip hop, I think I get it now.
No, that's a great record.
Burner Boy being the third. Burner Boy, I didn't know Burner Boy was that big to be the third.
I think Burna Boy is
Billing.
that big internationally. I don't know if Burna Boy is that big in Indio, California, but we're gonna find.
not in SoCal. Chemical Brothers, I don't think they should be on the fourth. K-Tronada being fifth billing, it's also a letdown. Like they don't have they do this usually when they have a huge group, huge act like Bad Bunny headlining. The other performers on that day are usually kind of
Oh, really?
like K-Tronada being top billing. Blondie is a little
Blondie, Becky G, B2B is a little nuts.
We're in our 40s and we're too young to be Blondie fans. Like the average Blondie fan like starts at 47. Like, and we're too old to go to Coachella.
But I would see Blondie at Mercury Lounge or Bowery Ballroom and think it was sick. I don't want to see her
Of course.
after K-Tronada before K-Tronada.
I think if Blondie plays at like 10 p.m., everyone's on Molly and they're doing their disco-y vibes, and people are gonna be like, it's almost as good as ABBA, because ABBA's like a TikTok disco band now. I don't even know what Becky G sounds like.
No one does.
There's Metro Boomin, like that record came and went.
He's in his quote flop era unquote. We got Pusha T. I know he's your favorite, bro. Yuck.
What's FKG?
FKJ.
Or FKJ.
It's not Twig. It's not Twigs, and it's not Father John Misty. So I don't know.
FKJ is a French multi-instrumentalist.
Oh God.
I pulled it up, and it's a white guy with dreads.
That's right.
Can you guess what FKJ stands for?
I don't want to. Don't make me.
French kiwi juice.
Bro, what?
Okay, he's one of those people that does like a solo, like he's by himself, like an Ed Sheeran kind of thing, and he'll like play a guitar line and then loop it with a pedal, and he'll bring up a dope beat on Ableton.
So he's a nerd, is what he is.
French kiwi juice, yeah, he is a nerd.
It's crazy because basically on Friday after that first line, it gets into no man's land.
Yeah, that every Coachella does.
And then it's stuff that I don't really know, or I sort of know, or it's like Youngblood is playing Coachella. We got Idris Elba DJing. That's sick. But I'm literally like, okay, I don't recognize once after
Magdalena Bay, friends of the pod. They're pretty high up. There's a DJ named Vintage Culture. I think Wes plays with them in like Tulum. Can you think of a worse DJ?
Bro, DJ Vintage Culture? That is insane.
It's like when you go to like some Balkan gift shop or like a Chinese gift shop, and like the translation is lost so much, where you just get a shirt that says Vintage Culture or like friendship.
No, it's
sunshine.
it's that account. It's that like t-shirt account.
And it's probably a dude who has like some like highlighted streaks and like wears like those like John Lennon sunglasses, but they have like blue lenses in them, and like long like Jack from Twitter clothes.
No.
And he's like, hey, what's up, guys? My name is Vintage Culture. I'm really into vintage culture.
It feels like an American Eagle graphic tee from like 2007 to me as well.
Oh, he's Brazilian. He's Brazilian.
That doesn't excuse that. I'm sorry.
It doesn't excuse it.
This is getting so dark. We have to go to Saturday. before.
No, come on.
There's nothing left. I don't know a single one of these people. There's nothing to talk about.
We have
there's a guy DJing named Uncle Waffles.
Uncle Waffles is a girl.
How do you know who Uncle Waffles is?
I'm a member of the hip hop community, bitch, and also playing right before, over Mono. Loves those guys. Sleaford Mods, they're pretty something.
Yeah,
right?
okay, I know Sleaford Mods.
But yeah, and everything. Desert Caligula Bird Singers, awesome. Them jeans never been booked at Coachella, but
so you're saying that when you look at this list as a popular kind of fixture of LA nightlife behind the decks, you read some of these names that you've never recognized. which is different as a member of the EDM community. And you're like, damn, it's pretty crazy that DJ Them Jeans is not part of this mix.
Throw me a bone. Throw me half a bone. Throw me a greenie stick or something, guys.
And I thought we had a pretty good relationship with Golden Voice.
One did, but that good relationship has been sullied. I see a lot of similarities between like the Coachella lineup and like SNL bookings, where it's just as time goes on, it just gets more and more separated from the original ethos to the point where...
I don't mind it. I mean, I don't mind it being... This ain't indie. It's not cool. Like, I understand it has to progress past that as it becomes sort of like a cultural institution. That's fine.
Okay.
But I still think it's...
And also each day seems to have a rough kind of declaration of the demographic. Like, Saturday is like for the gays, kind of. Blackpink, Rosalia, Charlie XCX, like that's.
Can you tell me who Eric Prydz is?
He's goated, bro.
I know the name, but I'm not familiar with the music.
He's just like European, like big room, kind of techno-y DJ guy.
Okay.
I don't know what Holo is, but it's probably going to be a multimedia experience involving lights and lasers, and so it's going to knock your socks off.
So Holo is probably actually breaking even on Coachella with the production level that they're on.
Oh, he's using it as a marketing tool.
Boy Genius is playing, which means they probably have a new record coming out, which I've heard that. So, but I would say playing Coachella means that. You're going to be there in your supreme poncho for Suicide Boys, I hope.
It's crazy how big Suicide Boys are. How many fucking tickets they could sell.
It's crazy how big Suicide Boys are because I don't hear about them at all ever.
It's very like Insane Clown Posse kind of people. Like whoever you were friends with in school who like lit animals on fire.
Now they've moved on.
That's who be going. Yeah. That's who's gonna be fucking tailgating,
bro. Remember that kid who shot the cat with a BB gun?
Yeah, it's that stuff.
He's actually in Suicide Boys. It's crazy.
Whoever like smoked somebody's ashes on accident.
Our triple OG, the Kid Leroy, our dog.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that odd? Like Kid Leroy, maybe like biggest song on the radio of last year, or like at least top 2 or 3 probably, right?
Yeah, definitely. Oh, yes, yeah, huge. The one with Bieber is huge.
Build below Suicide Boys. That's how many fucking tickets they sell to the. I mean, to fucking who are people who huff.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely.
The huffing community cannot afford Coachella tickets.
Why does the Suicide Boys crowd? Why do all the people in the Suicide Boys crowd have like silver noses? I don't really get it. Yeah, I mean. Kid Leroy, but Kid Leroy is also like...
He's mainstreamy.
Yeah, exactly. Charlie XCX.
Queen.
Pretty high up.
I'm familiar with Labyrinth.
I'm not. Underworld I'm familiar with, but I don't know the music. This is another one.
Goated.
This is another one I want to ask you about, Jason. Sophie Tucker.
Sophie Tucker's lame. It's like a lame DJ.
Okay. Because I've seen Sophie Tucker around, the name, and it sounds like somebody that is like...
Opening for Jewel?
Opening for Margot Price, in Nashville. But okay, but you're saying it's a DJ, actually.
It's a DJ. I don't know if it's like a duo or just one person.
Okay.
But... yeah, it's just like cheesy EDM shit.
Remy Wolf is an artist we've talked about before because I've heard some Remy Wolf Kenny Beats demos that blew my fucking mind.
Okay, Remy Beats
for the next album. That's a little tease. That's a How Long Gone tease. Friends of the show, Chromeo. You already know. Dave One's gonna be slithering around that stage in his fucking Celine skinnies.
Hopefully, I'll share a golf cart with him. This year,
Jason in a golf cart with Dave One. He's going to get a quick education in kind of sociology, but we only have 5 minutes, so I'm going to make it quick.
Tale of Us, good boring tech house DJ guys. Another group of people who wear Jack from Twitter style long garments.
It's called Rick Owens.
No.
This
is like Zara Rick Owens,
Okay.
Even though they could afford Rick.
Bro, you're rocking Zick Owens.
And my boy Lean needs to be higher. Come on.
I just don't know enough of these people's size to understand, but I know.
Yeah, Lean sells a lot of tickets.
I know that. Mura Masa I've seen before, but I don't know anything about.
It's just like boring lo-fi beats to study to.
Okay, so I could get that. That's from when I'm at the coffee shop grinding.
Urban Outfitters break room music.
Another person I've heard about a lot but never heard is 070 Shake.
You've heard her before.
No, I haven't. I've seen the name. I mean, I just don't I just know that's not for me.
No, it's not for you. Yeji is also cool. She's like a cute bedroom electronic music producer.
But now, see, here we go. All right, so we're on line 3 now.
Line 3 is where it gets good. Mark Rebele.
I just don't know who these people are. It's crazy.
I think my girlfriend's aunt is going to go see Mark at the Performing Arts Center.
I mean,
we have got Hiatus Coyote.
bro, this is insane.
That's not real. And then Dinner Party. Who's named Dinner Party?
Dinner Party's up there with Vintage Culture and Uncle Waffles. We need to do a bill that's Vintage Culture, Uncle Waffles, Dinner Party. Kind of Kenny Beats could open,
and Kenny Beats on there. Elderbrook also. I think it's another like boring
Elderbrooks,
but it sounds like a fucking exhaust company for my '68 Chevy.
No, it sounds like it's Elderbrook. Sounds like where like the neighborhood my girlfriend lived in Conyers, Georgia. That's what that sounds like. That sounds like a southern neighborhood with 12 houses.
Yeah, we're thinking about moving out over to Elderbrook. You know, just kind of getting quiet.
Elderbrook's in a great school district, and it's quiet, and there's a nice cul-de-sac.
And Tim likes it because the fishing's pretty good.
It's a man-made lake, but they did stock it with some large mouths.
Good for Kenny to get billed over Flo Milli. No shade to Kenny, but I don't know.
That's
Flo Milli's pretty sick.
Yeah, but that's not Kenneth Beats. You know what I'm saying? It's different. I don't know.
Snail mail way too low on this.
No, snail mail should be.
How is snail mail billed below Hiatus Coyote and Dinner Party?
Snail mail should be second line, I would say.
For sure.
On this. All right. Revolution, Hot Since 82, Earth Gang, Umi, my favorite sushi restaurant in Atlanta, is doing a set. Shanisi, The Breeders. How are the Breeders this far down? What the fuck? The Breeders are
How
legends,
is Ethel
bro.
Cain that far down?
Ethel Cain is huge.
Earth Gang is not that big, guys. Come
No,
on.
Ethel Cain, Snail Mail, and The Breeders. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, Ethel Cain sandwiched between Monolink and Bakar.
Donovan's Yard is a pub I hope to visit one day. The Linda Lindas are bad, but I like that they exist.
They're fine.
The show's good. The show's good, but like I'm not going to listen to that record. They were good live though.
Yeah. I'm not going to listen to it.
Sunset Roller Coaster, another that's gone.
What is
How
this?
Long Gone Fest is shaping up nicely so far.
I mean, these are all bands that like couldn't get booked at like the Venice Beach like day festival.
We need to create a playlist companion to this episode that's just our picks. Vintage Culture, Uncle Waffles, Dinner Party, Sunset Roller Coaster.
Okay. We have room for like 2 more names on that.
Yeah, you're right. We'll find Horse Girl's pretty low down too.
Mm-hmm.
And Horse Girl's pretty popping. Great album.
And DJ Tennis.
Do you know DJ Tennis?
Yeah, he cool. That's just kind of like druggy tech house.
That sounds political, that response.
No.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know enough about him. I like the name. I think he's, it's just like proper real DJ kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Not a faker.
Yeah. I don't love that. I only love fake DJs. All right.
Not like Vintage Culture.
No, Vintage Culture is obviously playing vinyl only, and he's using
No.
rotary mixer, I hope. I mean, I pray. All right. We have everyone's favorite R&B songstress, Frank Ocean.
Songstress.
Will Frank Ocean show up? Will Frank Ocean cancel 2 weeks before? Who's to say?
I think he'll show up. I think hopefully he brings out, brings Tyler out, and Tyler is sort of like emotional support homie.
We talked about this a lot in the group chat. I just think that headlining Coachella is a very interesting thing because you don't really need to sell tickets. Like Coachella is now this like cultural rite of passage for young people, and the tickets will sell out if it's headlined by DJ Them Jeans, and that's no shots at you.
That is true, but everyone would be up in arms if the headliner was not somebody who we were all confident could sell out a stadium themselves.
No, of course. I mean, they're not gonna do something stupid, but I just mean that like that's the thing with a lot of these festivals of this level, like this. Maybe Bonnaroo, maybe Lollapalooza. There's like a handful where it's like it doesn't really matter who's playing.
You can buy if you can buy tickets to the festival before the lineup is announced, then you're no longer talent driven. The event itself is the talent.
My point is that Frank Ocean is a low risk. Like if he cancels, it doesn't really matter. People will be mad, but they also expect that from him a little bit, I think. So it's like it's not like Golden Voice is going to be left holding the bag.
Right. Like if Bad Bunny cancels or if Blackpink cancels, Indio will burn.
No, 100%.
schools will be exploded.
It's like a
nursing homes detonated.
Yeah, it's not
the police martial law instilled.
It's not okay. But this day is.
If Frank cancels, everyone will be like, yeah, kind of saw that one coming.
It's okay. I'll just listen to Nikes on the way home in my BMW 325.
I need to talk to Dizza and see what the Vegas odds are for him canceling.
This is good. I would like to. Okay, this is a bet I want to get in on.
Speaking of sports betting, go Dogs.
Go Dogs. The Dogs.
What a blowout.
They blew it out last night at beautiful SoFi Stadium. Shout out to all. I was texting Andrews actually because the quarterback of the Dogs and his go-to receiver, their names, this is not a joke. Not a joke. Stetson and Ladd are these two guys' first names. And I said, Andrews, this sounds like a fucking gay couple that we would all know and not like. Stetson and Ladd, they either make like Stubbs and Wooten style slippers, or they are an obnoxious gay couple that live in Atlanta, have like a dog and a cat. It's just crazy. I mean,
Stetson I kind of get because it has a flow to it. It has multiple syllables. It's named after an iconic gay cologne and hat from the 80s. But naming your son Ladd,
Ladd,
that's just crazy shit, bro.
Opening for R&B songstress Frank Ocean, the legend Icelandic queen, a groundbreaking artist that we all respect and love, Bjork.
Yeah, Bjork. I mean, it's tough because obviously I love Bjork so much, but Bjork in 2022, it's just kind of like, you love the Smiths so much, but if you go see a Morrissey show, like the wind could blow in such a way that you might not enjoy it. You know what I mean? Or any legacy band, like if they're not in the mood to play your favorite songs, they're going to play. There's 700 Bjork songs that are just unlistenable,
Yeah.
And chances are they're going to be from her new album, not her old album. That being said, I'll absolutely do Molly and watch Bjork.
I'm having faith that Bjork delivers, honestly. I feel like Bjork could rise to the occasion and kind of play the hits.
Hopefully Bjork is consulting with Queen Arca on a stage direction.
Yeah, that's what we need.
And hopefully Bjork will consult with Queen Them Jeans on a set list because... Honey, I'll build it out for you.
I know you're good. And then
free of charge.
All right, Kali Uchis is. I had no idea she was this big.
She's big, dude.
I had no idea.
In the Latinx community, oh mama. And also, I'm a fan. I think she's really talented.
No, I know it's very. I knew she was popular and like cool. I did not know it was like that though. That's just
I know,
impressive.
Right? Good for her.
Yeah, that's great.
She's kind of like Latinx Del Rey in a lot of ways.
Okay,
she's beasting in the underground and. The fandom is Rabid.
Rabido.
Me llamo Rabid.
Porter Robinson, one of my favorite NBA players, is he's
no, that's David Robinson. Chris.
He's coming off the bench for the Sixers. I mean, he's up for six man.
It's funny because he does have the name of an NBA player, but he's like a very like small, cute indie kind of artist. Like I'm just a little boy who makes my little music.
I knew he was pretty popular,
but he's pretty popular. He does a good visual show. That's the thing for a lot of these acts. Like if you spend time on your stage production and like your visuals and you really create something like how Eric Prydz is going to present Holo, like whatever that is, like that'll get you booked. That'll get a couple extra M's in the bank if you're like, sure. I built this like AI robot that like flies over the crowd. They're like, cool, your music fucking sucks dick, but here's $750K.
That is what Coachella is about because everyone's on drugs and it's cold at night and they don't really care what they're listening to.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Chris Lake. Who's Chris Lake?
So he plays...
What country artist is Chris Lake?
He does have the name of a country artist.
Is Chris Lake the keyboard player in Rascal Flatts and no one told me?
That's... I mean, there's a lot there. I mean, you being named Chris... I don't know. There's something there. Chris Lake is like the name of like the water feature at the Grove.
No.
It does. He's a DJ. He's a fellow kind of regular white guy DJ who often plays a lot with Fisher.
Oh, so they're
kind of
gang?
two peas in a pod. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, they're really going to bring the flavor together, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Okay, great. A Boogie
no longer with the hoodie.
He's taken the hoodie off apparently, but I don't know. I knew A Boogie was this big. I'm not sure A Boogie's show is this big.
No.
But we'll see. All right.
Of all the rappers to book.
Next up, we got Dominique Fike. Sony Music's biggest loss leader in 2020, between 20 and 2022. But
he's the Peloton of Sony Music.
I mean, he's really hot, and he does date another hottie, Hunter Schafer. He's on Euphoria, so he doesn't.
I mean, he's goated for dating Hunter 1,000%.
He really is. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that should be Dominic Fike's bio. Dominic Fike. It doesn't really matter.
It's just a big picture.
So what exactly do you do?
I love his story. Like he's got it's really.
I have a cool earring and I'm fucking Hunter Schafer.
Yeah.
Like, cool.
All right.
Enough said.
All right. Cool.
Moving on.
Those jeans are nice, bro. Come on in. I think that
Jai Paul
is. Now, I understand this to some extent. It's somebody who like put out a record like anonymously and then like disappeared, right?
Yeah. Kind of like if Catronata and Burial had a baby, it's a little bit of that. Like it's.
But he sings too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he became very infamous and elusive and mysterious, and people are huge fans of that record that came out and blew everyone away. And I think
Is it good? I've listened to it, I think, but
it was didn't really get me too hard. It was cool and all, but it was kind of like when the first MIA record came out, and you're like, what does this sound like? Like it's like the whole thing sounds different. So like that was like an iconic moment.
I see. Okay.
It didn't really sound like anything else ever, and it was like this unique bedroom, like homegrown feel. But I think since then, I don't know. And I think he's on like Warp or XL or like a cool label too.
No, it seems like a very cool thing, but I think it's cool because like he put out something great and then disappeared, so no one. I mean, if you don't have to follow anything,
So he'll be booked forever.
Yeah, you can do this. Jackson Wang.
Who is He's a Hong Kong rapper.
Yeah,
He's also a fashion designer as well as a music video director. Can you guess what the name of his record label is?
I hope it's Wang Rex, but
it's called Team Wang. Okay, can you guess what? He's the lead designer and the creative director for his own fashion brand. Do you know what his fashion company is called?
Team Wang.
Team Wang Design.
Okay.
So this guy's killing it.
No, bro, this guy.
We're making fun of him because he's the cheesiest dude of all time.
This guy's fucking killing it. This guy's so big. He's so rich.
So big.
No, it's crazy. Next up, speaking of big, my girl Big Lotto in the building. Now we're talking. This is okay.
Lotto.
We got a nice little run here. We got Big Lotto, The Blaze.
I'm proud of Lotto.
I'm proud of Lotto too. But more importantly,
also The Blaze, another infamous one that came out with that one song. Everyone fucking
amazing. The best video. One of the best music videos of all time. Willow.
And God, I was listening to a song, a Pink Pantheress song, and it had Willow on it, and you could just tell that Willow like sent her a DM and said like, my dad will fax you $1 million right now if you let me go on one of your goofy little songs, kind of thing. And it's like a normal song where it's like a cute like jungle beat, like Heaven by Mark Jacobs music, and then Pink Pantheress is singing like, and I saw you outside my window and you're looking so cute and I want to go to the mall with you. And then like the second verse is Willow like, why don't you like it sounds like Poison the Well.
No, Willow has gone full Poison the Well mode, and it's also like she's like a rocker that has like a.
I feel bad. Willow is so bad.
A like pull out poster in alternative press is the vibe, and she dresses like a mall goth. It's really strange. Damn, Willow Poison the Well mode is really
Poison the Willow.
Not Poison the Willow. Damn, bro, I can't wait to see them.
I mean, I feel bad roasting a teen, but
I
still.
don't. Gainesville Fest is going to be lit this year. All right. Next up, another how long gone favorite, Memphis' own Glorilla.
Love Glorilla. Way to go. Way to glow.
Love Glorilla. She's truly an original, and deserves this more than most of these people. Jay Wolf.
We got Jai Paul and Jai Wolf on the same day.
Boris Brayshaw.
I gotta look up Boris Brayshaw.
That looks like some Antwerp 6 like dark clothing designer.
Hold on. I gotta look up Boris Brayshaw. I think he's a DJ. Okay, he's a German DJ who does high tech minimal, and he's 41 years old, and he seems to wear like a curious mask.
So you're saying okay? So you're saying
Oh my god, I gotta see you the mask that he wears.
so are you saying he's like Marshmallow or like what are we?
No. He's wearing like a French Victorian court jester's mask.
Oh my god! Okay. Oh wow!
And it has these spikes coming out of it, and the spikes have musical notes, like it's like sheet music.
Guys, I can't implore you enough to look this up when you listen to this part of the episode. This is
Boris Brejcha.
It's absolutely worth it.
He looks like if Eyes Wide Shut.
No, it literally looks like a Joker playing card. Like literally, that's what it looks like. Like
Yeah, he looks like the Joker, but not from the Batman series, just from cards.
from the cards. How does he wear his headphones?
Oh, he must have an apparati. You know how the Germans are.
No, they're very inventive. They're great with sound.
He did some tinkering.
Too many DJs. That seems like a TJ classic, right?
Yeah, they're always up for a party. They're always going to do a fine job. But it makes you wonder at what point does it become too vintage culture? Like the average Coachella attendee wasn't even alive when too many DJs were thriving.
Yeah, but these, you know how it is. These booking agents, it's got to be 5 for you, 1 for me. You know what I mean?
True that.
Christine and the Queens. I actually like Christine and the Queens, and I'm not surprised they're billed here because it's not.
She cool.
Ray Shrem is low down, bro.
This is what I'm the most excited about. The return of Srem Life, because I love.
We need it.
Srem Life 2 is
classic.
Is essential listening as well. Mike Will Made It had a mixtape that had a few, a little more like kind of curveball, experimental Srem projects. When they were firing from all cylinders,
it was crazy.
Excellent club music.
They had a great run. Like it's not on the level of like Rick Ross's run, but they had a very good kind of like 2 or 3 years. It was just like they had smacks.
And they're so little. They're the tiniest little boys.
They're very little.
85 pounds soaking wet.
And then it gets into then Wise Blood, Alex G, 2 great artists. That makes sense.
You think Alex G would be higher?
I think Alex G. I mean, the record's unreal. Like I listen to it every fucking day. It's so good. But I think it's still a grower, maybe tickets wise. You know.
Are you excited for DPR Live plus DPR Ian?
Yeah, those are two. Live and Ian are 2 of my favorite DPRs.
I had to Google that. Okay, DPR Live, DPR Ian. Google, Google will say people also ask. Mm-hmm. Is DPR Live the same as DPR Ian? Hong Da Bin, born 1993, better known by his stage name DPR Live, is a South Korean rapper and singer. Along with Ian, Cream, and Rem, Hong founded the label Dream Perfect Regime, all whom attached the label's acronym DPR to their names. Okay, so it's DPR Live. So that means his name is Live? You're like, what's up? I'm Ian. I'm a Korean guy named Ian, and I'm a Korean guy named Live.
Live is cool.
And we're going to perform our music for you.
Live is cool. Who is Stick Figure?
DPR Live is probably like an Overwatch player that's decided to make music.
It does feel gamer tag.
Stick Figure. I got to look up Stick Figure. Oh, no. It's an American reggae dub band based in Southern California.
How many people are white in Stick Figure?
Oh, they're all white, baby.
Okay.
Come on. And also,
Chris,
they've
Chris, don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to.
You know that they're all white. The newest, if you go to their website, stickfigure.com, first of all, they had a great Black Friday sale where you get 30% off, 33% off site-wide, and you get a free sticker pack. Okay. And then, of course, they were featured on High Times.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's...
for their new record's called Wisdom.
I mean, there's a lot to learn from their music.
That's going to take me on a fucking journey.
Adam Beyer, Big Wild, MK, Cannons, our girl Romy.
Oh, yeah, go Romy.
We go Romy.
Who the fuck is Gordo? That better not be, what's his name, the fat DJ.
It definitely is.
No, it can't be. I think he got... No, Gordo is... He's featured on the Latin cardio playlist on Spotify.
Okay.
His biggest song is called Hombres y Mujeres.
What does that mean?
I think it means like boys and girls.
Okay, that's a classic kind of call and response.
It could be a cover of a popular song from La Banda Blur.
Are you familiar with the band Blur?
Blur. Yeah, it means like men and women,
Okay.
boys and girls.
No, I got it.
It's an awesome song.
Pierre Bourne is damn. This is sad. Pierre Bourne.
Pierre Bourne is low. Well, we skipped over Sasha and Digweed, classic 90s EDM artists.
Oh, did we? I'm sorry. I did. Sudan Archives having a big year. People love that record. Like people really love it.
Yeah, that's right.
People love it.
Is Knocked Loose a hardcore band? I think they
It
are.
has to be. If your name is Knocked Loose,
Yeah, they're a hardcore
okay,
band.
cool. That's cool. Oh wait, we found it. I think we found the new one for the How Long Gone lineup. Camel Fat. Camel Fat
Camel Fat is another DJ.
with a PH. Camel Fat with a PH. Jesus Christ. IDK. I don't know. Sasha Alex Sloan, which sounds like just like a hot Jewish chick.
She's on the new Gossip Girl.
Moreau.
I don't know.
Bro, it's getting to the point where they're putting numbers down here now.
1999 period odds. I got to look that up. 1999 period odds. If you type that in, it just says 1999 NFL preseason odds.
That's
Ungoogleable.
This is. I'm getting pissed now. All right. Pierre Bourne, Cassian.
Cassian is a friend of mine.
Yeah, I thought so.
He's the homie.
Joy Crooks, Tissa, L. Michaels Affair, legendary backing band.
Tisha's pretty good too. She's a cool DJ. L. Michaels Affair, yeah, classic. They're gonna do awesome at 11:15 a.m. on Sunday.
Yeah. Paris, unless they bring out Ghostface or something. Paris, Texas. LPGB. Mama. Oh, another.
Yeah, good for Mama.
Love our fam over at Mama Industries. Great to see them here. Ali Sethi, Minus the Light. That's a Christian band for sure. Los Bitches. Bichos. Conexión Divina. And another band I've never heard of. And then returning to the desert, Calvin Harris.
Calvin.
Honestly, this is bad. This is pretty bad. I feel like it's. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of great bands playing, but overall, I feel like it's pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, Coachella has reached a point where it's unwieldy. You can't control it, and luckily,
Sure.
Galden Voice is aware of this, and they've taken the time to do some smaller, more specialized, great festival lineups, you know?
Yeah, but I just find that I guess I just feel like, and maybe this is my bias because I'm not like an electronic music person, but I feel like when they do like get cool and experimental on the lineup, it's always some like DJ shit.
Yeah.
Versus, which is maybe that's like the history of Coachella and that makes sense. And I'm not aware of that.
Yeah, it is.
But I just, that stuff doesn't interest me at all. So it feels like it's crazy to me that I can look at this and not recognize like more than half the names on a lineup this big.
Yeah, I remember being like in my mid-20s and priding myself that I would read the Coachella lineup, and out of like the 100 acts, I would maybe not know one or two.
I mean, I think in this case, obviously, I have a lot of blind spots. I'm not all knowing, but I think when it comes to that genre particularly, I'm just like, who, bro? But luckily for all of us, we have them genes to kind of translate all of the EDM gobbledygook that Golden Voice decided to pile on the Coachella lineup. That being said, Golden Voice, we'll let you know which day that we want our kind of artist passes for.
Do you think you're going to go back? Or much like Calvin
no.
Harris, will Chris Black be returning to the desert?
Honestly, if there was a headliner I really liked, maybe. I mean, the fact that we got to see Spiritualized, Phoebe, and Harry Styles in one day.
The bases are covered for you. I really want to see. I mean, I don't care about Bad Bunny. Like his music is just there. It's not even real music. It's just the same.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, and then yeah. I don't care about any of it. I would love to see Rosalia because she probably put on my favorite show that I saw last year. The spectacle of, I mean, do I want to see Blackpink?
Yeah, but do you want to see her there?
I would love a Blackpink, Rosalia, Bjork.
I'm all set on this. I mean, yeah.
You're going to have to wheel me out in a wheelchair, Chris.
All the stuff I want to see is too small. Oh, Scowl's playing too. That's a hardcore band. All this stuff is too small for, like, I would rather see them in a club. Like all the bands I like on this lineup are better in a.
You need more of a grande spectacale.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
All right. Well, the How Long Gone Coachella lineup. world in review.
Chris said, "Call me when they book El Chapo." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's literally what I'm saying.
Some real shit.
I just I mean I think it's
you booked Bad Punny? I booked El Chapo. What's good now?
How Long Gone Fest? How long Gone Fest? Headlined by El Chapo with vintage culture. Uncle Waffles. We're coming to a city near you. We're gonna take this shit.
Unfortunately, El Chapo's new shit not as good as he kind of want it to be after his last one.
But he can sell tickets. We know that.
He still has so many bops.
Yeah, he's El Chapo's got hella bops. Golden Voice. I hope you're listening. All right, How Long Gone? Thank you for joining us on this this beautiful. I'm just kidding. It's absolutely awful outside Tuesday. And we'll be back this week with more podcasts.
Yeah, and a blessing that our guest decided to not talk to us instead of talk to us, because now we get to have a Coachella episode.
This is what the people really want.
Okay, and thank you guys for buying our merchandise. I think it's all sold out now, and we'll be shipping it out to you post haste. And we have some grande announcements coming in like 2 days, so stay tuned to our socials. Bye.
Boys who like boys, who be girls, who do boys like their girls.